You know, if I had to describe the meaning of the gospel in 7 words, this is what I'd call it. It's the good news of the happy God. The good news of the happy God. The good news of joy. The good news of freedom. The good news of excitement. The good news of breakthrough and freedom and hope in your life. That's the gospel. I watch so many people, when you talk to people about Jesus, straight away, "Oh, I don't want to hear that stuff, don't talk to me." They don't even know why they're saying that. Truthfully, I can't believe why everyone doesn't want to know God. Why wouldn't you want to know Jesus? Why wouldn't you want to know his love? Why wouldn't you want to come to that? Why wouldn't you want to walk in that freedom? 24 years ago, said it many times, I was a drug addict, alcoholic, drug trafficker, miserable. Had to wipe out all the time just to try and find some moment of peace. Jesus says, "Come with me. Find his presence. Find out who he is. Get set free of that stuff. Drop it." And the only reason I found freedom is because I found something far better. You know, people think it's a cliche when I turn around and say that drugs, alcohol, the presence of Jesus is far better. Far better. It's not just a cliche, nice little word, nice little religious word. This is truth. Anybody can say the same thing. Anybody who's experienced the presence of God and they look at the drug life and they think, "What am I doing?" This is far better. The presence of God. Sometimes you can get in an inebriated place where you are so anesthetized. I don't know how you would explain it, but it's the love and the presence of God, and there's a clarity and there's no hangover. There's none of that. It's just pure love. A presence, a manifest, tangible presence. You see, when I start to spend time with God in his presence, when I start to talk to him and tell him, "Hey, I love you, Lord, I want to know you more," his presence starts to become manifest and tangible. People in the world say, "Oh, I've looked for God, I couldn't find him." But when you really look for him with your heart, when you actually ask him with your heart, you start to engage the supernatural, you start to engage the encounters. It's not religion. It's the presence and love of God. It's a tangible manifestation of his love and glory. And you know what? He loves you, he loves me, he loves everybody else. I can't believe everyone doesn't want to know him. Why do you want to walk around in your misery, your hang-ups, the hurts, the stuff that you're stuck in, and you think this is who you are, when you can actually walk in liberty and freedom by confessing him and asking him in your life? He wants to give you hope, life, freedom, joy. He wants to give you peace. But people reject him. People deny him. You know, I hear people often say, I don't believe the Bible, that's all rubbish." But yet they believe everything they read in the newspaper, and they've never even read the Bible. Jesus is a loving God. Again, it's his presence. It wasn't somebody saying some nice words, "Oh, I think I'll just read the Bible and I'm just going to believe." Are you crazy? I know there's a lot of people maybe listening to this that knew me from that past. It wasn't like that. It was a presence that I have never encountered or experienced. I didn't have to shoot up to get this. I didn't have to start smoking bongs. I didn't have to start getting drunk. I found the presence of God and everything changed. Everything dropped off. All the darkness, all the powers of darkness. If you don't think there's an enemy out there that's trying to rip you off and keep you away from Jesus, then friends, you're already deceived. He loves you, Jesus. He has a plan for your life. But there's an enemy that wants to keep you in your prisons. This is who you are. You can't change. Give your heart to Jesus. Watch what happens.